And I'm back, guys. Thank you for your patience, guys. I'm sorry about that. Hello. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet. I do weekly tarot readings between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. As you can see, I'm kind of having issues with cameras today. And it was just kind of one of those weird... So I got a new PC. I got done setting it up. Part of the reason I wasn't on yesterday was because I spent so much of my energy trying to get this thing set up. And now, fucking Christ. Now I can't seem to get this to work, right? So please give me 5 more seconds to adjust where everything had to go, because I had to pull everything out and rework it and say, oh my God. So I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah. One back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Shut the hell up. All right, give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, time's up. I know. I see it. Time is up. I'm done. Here, I'm putting my camera there. Oh, actually, I need to find a place to put my goddamn keyboard. Okay, so, does everything look good, guys? This is my new setup. How do you like the new setup? Do you like the new graphics I have installed? Do you like everything? I'm trying to get this all worked out. So I can actually, okay, now I know how much weirder I have to go. Okay. Let's see here. If I can get this, I wish I could do it like right there. I could just go like this. Oh, I'd be able to. I don't know. Nope, that won't work. Okay, trying to get this other one to work here. 2 as well. Sorry about the orientation problem. There! That looks good, guys. Doesn't that look okay? That looks pretty close to where I want it to be, so fuck it. It is what it is. Oh, the going, I'm very impressed with my new system, by the way. I got, when I was giving away that prize package for everybody that I was doing, I got basically the exact same thing I was going to send out to Lightseeker. Lightseeker said, nope, don't want it, give it to charity. I gave it to charity. So that's where we're at as far as everything else goes right now. We are back to a little bit normal. I got a little bit better chat box for you guys. I was trying to make sure that we got a little bit more nice looking thing. Make sure my stream looked about the same way it did before, but maybe a little bit of revamping, just a tiny bit there. But, it is what it is, guys. It's never going to be 100% perfect. I wish it was. But life is not perfect. And as you can see, I'm not perfect either. Say when. When? All right, there. Nope, now I got to put it up so that you can actually see the cards. Or I got to move these back. See, that's what I got to do. All right. A little bit more of adjusting time. There you go. Coffee. Go away, coffee. I need a cigarette. Fuck this shit. I need a smoke. I need green. I'm going to get some green later today. Tomorrow will probably be a 420 episode. Friday will probably be most likely a 24 episode. Bilingual, if you're here, please let me know. Anybody else who's in here in the chat right now who's ready for their reading, thank you for your patience today. I'm just going to get my energies all back and ready to rock and roll. I don't want to see this. Close. I just want this to close. I don't want this to be open. How do I hide this? Hide. Unhide all. Okay. How do I... Okay, whatever. I just got to get that out of the way. Be new girl. You're ready? Give me your numbers. Let's get the energy started. Once I start that shuffle for somebody, that's when things start to kick in a little bit. So thank you very much for your patience today. Thank you for giving me the time and energy you guys have always given me. 10 shuffles, 5 cards in. Let's get going to Be New Girl's reading. Do we have question today, Be New Girl? Aha, that's what I'm going to do. Coffee down here. Crap up there. No, I don't need the cards for that. You've already passed that one. Do you want me to give you cards for it? I bet it'll tell you no. Hey, Billy, welcome on in. Well, we can do it. 10 shuffles, 5 cards. 1, 2. Jesus. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10. Fifth card in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like I said, I bet these cards are gonna. Yeah. Yeah. So, here's what the cards are saying for you there, Be New Girl, though. And we can hear me okay, guys, and I'm not having any audio issues or anything like that, because my screen's a little bit weirder than normal, because my OBS decides to, do this thing here, and then as well, and it's like, oh, come here, where are you? Audio mixer, get in there. There we go. Now I have everything back where it's supposed to be, and we're going to get into doing what you need to know today, okay? So, hey, TC, welcome on in, my brother, my sister, always, everybody. And I will have time later today if you want to have a conversation, okay? Sorry, I was just in way too much pain yesterday. Like I said, I got my system on Wednesday night, about Wednesday after stream. I spent most of my time getting everything hooked up and set up and making sure all the cords are in the right places and all that fun stuff like that. And after that, in the morning, I thought I had everything set up again. Had to redo everything all over again because the cords weren't working for me. Okay, I had to readjust my cords because I'm a very OCD when it comes to my setup kind of a deal. I want it a certain way so that I know where everything is and can reach it, at the same time. So, as in what I'm telling you, why I'm telling you all of this there, Be New Girl, is that part of the thing that you are trying to reach for this last job, that first interview, it's in the past, it's already done. You didn't get this one. This one you've been passed by this one, that first one. That's what the past card is telling you in the past, is in the past. So, whenever you get the card in the exact position it's supposed to be, it means let go of it and move on and move forward. So that's pretty much your step number 1. Go back inside, just remind yourself what you did good, what you did bad. Try to find a different you tried something new and different with the next interview that you have in line, but it's about what you're taking out, what didn't work for you, and what is working for you. It's about the freedom that you're finding during this journey. You're still trying to put yourself back in a cage again. I think the universe is trying not to get you back into the same old bad situation you're in now. So I think the universe is trying to get you to the right job. And they're trying to open up all the doors for you, making sure you don't go back to your old bad habits. That's what I kind of think what's going on with the universe right now. This next interview, like I told you, you should hear by end of week, not by the end of, I'd say by Wednesday next week. You should hear one way or the other for this next job, because you're learning something on the journey card. You know what I'm saying? I got to turn this down a little bit. Oh, I got to soften. Give me a second. I got to soften my light so you can actually see my cards. There we go. Now we can see the cards. So the finding card is all about the journey that you're on, what you learned during the journey. That's what it was more about than anything. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, that's what the cards are kind of saying. I kind of already, when you asked the question, it was like they were telling me, you can tell them no right now, but, give them the cards, let them see that, your intuition cards are matching up. So, but we did have a God card message too, Be New Girl, and you had a 6-card message today. So I don't know if you want to see this one or not, but this might have something to do with the other question you have, because I know you're going to want another reading. So this might already answer that question for you. Yeah, I kind of thought you'd want to see them. So what are the God cards trying to tell you today? To cherish the good things that are in your life. Don't take what you have for granted. Look everything as if it were the newest, best, fresh new day. Cherish and honor every day as if it was your last. I know YOLO is used a lot, or you only live once, or whatever else you want to say, hey, live your life, just do it, whatever way you want to put it. Time to cherish it and get that soil ready again. It's time to till that soil to plant new seeds. Maybe we are planting the wrong kind of seeds where we're going right now. Maybe the places we have dropped those seeds, even though they haven't grown, doesn't mean they didn't do something. Okay? Maybe that's showing people just how resilient you are. Then they're telling you yet again to throw away some more old bad habits again and re-embrace new good habits, but use them as your power source, not necessarily something that you have to worry about. You're being so worried about when it's going to happen that that anxiety, that worry, that anticipation that you're feeling right now, it's not going to help worrying about it. I was a chronic, and I mean chronic worrier. I worried so bad, I came this close to stomach ulcers. I should have had stomach ulcers with all the worrying I did. You have to start to take that wandering path when it comes to your job journey. Just keep applying, keep moving forward, keep learning how to do something better and new, and let people know. You know what? I've been on a couple interviews right now, and maybe after this next interview, if you do get another interview, if you even get to the next interview, ask them after the interview, how did I do? Can you give me any feedback on that? Because maybe that's kind of giving you an understanding of where you're standing at sometimes. I've had a couple employees do that to me as well. It's about what you're building, though. What you are building in your safety spot. You're creating this new spot within your life right now. You're going to make sure it's safe and you have everything that you need to keep what you want happening going forward. Don't want to freeze yourself in place. You're not trying to freeze in place. You're trying to move forward, but you kind of feel like you keep getting stuck. Well, it's a part of the process of job hunting, unfortunately. Sometimes we have to take a step, take a day, take a deep breath, go, here are what I felt I did good. Here's what I felt I did bad during that interview. But I need to get a job. I don't need it. I want it. I have to have this thing. The universe understands you are in that mode of wanting to get this job as quickly as possible right now. And I don't know what's going on, why it won't that. But that's also free will game time, guys. You know, free will game time does mean that from time to time, the universe it won't help you in mundane issues sometimes. So sometimes it's up to people and their choices and their free will not to hire you, unfortunately. I think you have a better chance at this next one, but I'm not going to guarantee it. It still feels like you're still at that 75%, but I'm not sure if you've gone up in that. I would give them a call tomorrow and check in on your status. I would definitely do that tomorrow or maybe later on today. I don't know how long it's been. Oh wait, it's been a couple of days. Usually after 3 to 4 days after an interview, if you call and ask how you did on the interview and stuff like that, you can always get the feedback for the next time too. And it's to ask why didn't you decide to not hire me today? You know what I'm saying? Maybe that gives you the information that you need to adjust how you're presenting yourself. You know, maybe you're being, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on here with you. It feels like the universe wants you to get a good place to go. And it's got to be some mundane issue that you, like I said, you might not be knowing about. You check the references, you're doing all of that stuff. The next time you go apply for anything, hopefully you did that already, and that might be solving the issue. Just kind of, making sure whatever references you're using are going to give you the kind of reference you want. Don't be putting your childhood bully on there saying, hey, he knows me pretty well. Okay, well, you know what? I beat up on him for years and years and years, and he still kept going. So I think he has a pretty good work ethic. And as you can see, my cloth has been turned the right way. You can't really see it from here, but let me show you real quick, okay? This is the way it's supposed to look. It's supposed to look like a giant tree, but I wanted the moon there because the moon, tree, all that stuff. So it's kind of something nice for a little bit of a background there and stuff like that. So, all right, Tans, let's see what you got going on today. I thought I was pretty confident in the career aspect that I wanted to take marketing now. I don't know anymore. Similar things I have happened through with my career, like the ending of something. I don't want to pursue something anymore. So where is life taking me? Pretty. Okay, let's find out. Cleansing shuffle first and foremost for Tansy here. And then here we go with your 4 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 56. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 56 card is on top. Just to prove to you, there are more than 52 cards in my deck. Okay, this was the bottom. Here's the top here, and then we've got this card here, this card here, this card here, and this card here. Tansy, welcome back. By the way, it's good to see you. How is stream been going? I hope stream has been going well. If you've been doing some of that, but I know you just came back from holiday and stuff like that, so probably getting readjusted and all of that, and coming back from that experience. You know what I'm saying? And it's always good to check in with yourself and say, hey, is what I still want to do still my passion? Is it still the thing that drives me forward? If I gave you the dream job that you said you wanted yourself, right? Like you said, you're taking a break before you're forced to. That's great, because that's what the universe is trying to tell you. It's time to stop and start to look back and say, what don't I need anymore? Lady, welcome on in, lady. All right. And, what don't you need anymore? And what do you need to extinguish out there? So if something isn't your passion and your drive anymore, I've jumped from dream to dream to dream to dream. People think I don't have any kind of a plan, but my only goal was to be a creative, helpful person who did stuff for other people, right? That's the only goal I've ever had my entire life, was to help people, be the hero, be the kind of a guy that people could count on, be the kind of father I wish I had had, all of that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to it, Tans, it's more about why you feel guilty that you didn't do some things or didn't get the opportunity to do things, and what's going on coming up next for you, you know? Because, you're wondering about this, this moment here that, you're trying to find another path, this career that you are wanting to do. You were pretty confident when it began, but are you being held back by guilt that you don't want to do this anymore? Are you held back by guilt that you're starting to see that you could succeed at this, and this is something that you're not quite sure you want to do anymore? There's a difference there. Which one is it for you? That's the question you need to start to ask yourself. Am I leaving this? Do I need to leave this behind because I want to do something different? Or what I'm doing right now is different, but I'm not quite ready to do it yet. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm not going to do it. It's all on what I'm going to mold my future into being. That molding card comes in because we want to let go of the guilt that, hey, we didn't do everything right. It's okay. Then we have to go say, hey, I can't be afraid from doing the right things either. I have to keep going and keep plugging along all the time, because I can't do it forever. I have to take my breaks, right? Because if we don't take our breaks and we don't take our moments, I'm turning the volume down a little bit on this thing. I don't know if that's better, a little bit better for you guys, but I was noticing it was in the red levels, so I was like, I better turn that down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was the closest thing to what I enjoy. Exactly. So now that we are coming to this conclusion, Tans, you're trying to find this great oakness within yourself. So when we find out what we are truly ready to do, when we're really ready to jump into the fray and actually do it, we have to feel like we are ready. So you're just kind of getting ready. It's kind of like finishing the sauce on the stove before, before you finish it and stuff like that, And it's time to let it kind of simmer and reduce for a little bit because that's all that's really being taken care of right now, you know? And, you know, if it's short term and you think it's going to keep being that, what is going to make you feel complete? What is going to make you feel like you want to do this? If it's not something you want to do anymore, that doesn't mean it won't come in handy. You know what I'm saying? All of that learning was not for nothing. That will come into something you will do, but that doesn't mean you have to do what. Maybe you can do something adjacent to it. Like, okay, you say advertising, all right? You don't have to be the kind of person who gets in front of the camera and starts telling people, here, buy my product. You're not an actor, actress. You want to be the kind of person who tries to, give them the right information and get it back to you. You know what I'm saying? And I think what's really going on, Tansy, with this here is it's not a matter of you're questioning whether you want to still do it or not. You're just not sure if this is something you want to do long term. No one says you have to do it long term. There is no time limit here, Tansy. There's no clock ticking down saying you only have this much time to do it in. Okay, you're a young girl, okay? I don't want to hear you don't have time yet, okay? So try this out, see how you like it before you go back and say, nope, don't want to do it. Because you never know. You could get into it and love it and excel at it and want to be there every day. You know, Well, maybe it's time to start deciding what it is you truly want out of life. What do you want to see yourself becoming? You're starting to see that the streamer, you don't have to be an employee of anybody. You could be a streamer. So streaming your own business, building up your network, giving people those beautiful readings, giving them the game time and making it your business. You could do that. You could do that from home. You could be your own advertiser. You could be everything you wanted to be. All the tools that you ever learned will come into focus for you if you want them to. If you didn't really realize it by now, if you think about your exact situation right now and what you really want to be doing, everything you've learned up to this point would help you do what you really want to be doing, which is streaming. And I know that, but you're still kind of baby streaming, getting a little bit. No, I don't know if I'm quite ready for this yet. Kind of motions are getting out of the system. You know what I'm saying? All right, be new girl. Let's get on to the second question of the day. Then, lady, it's your turn. And, and I'm going to have to go shovel snow later, or snow blow at least, a small path, and then go get money later, too. Okay. One, two. One, two, three, four, and the fifth card. Oh, yet again, sick of this. Then be new girl, quit. Stop putting up with it and walk out. Get all of your stuff, get up off of your desk, walk down the hallway, down the stairs, and out this in and say this to them and go. You can find a different job anywhere. You could be a driver, you can be a small job to get you through for a little bit just so you get through. Fast food works, temporary agencies work. All of that stuff work. If you're sick of it, then be done with it. What, 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 what? You're not going to actually keep trying to find a job. Maybe they're sick of hearing all these people calling in saying, I don't want to be here anymore. And they're kind of getting, these things. Well, I'm sorry. That's the way the world works. I've quit without a job in my hand a lot of times. I quit for mental health one time, and exactly. I mean, what are you waiting for, Be New Girl? What are you really waiting for? Is it a money issue? Then make sure you've just got paid and you have one paycheck coming at least, and take any and all vacation you have right now. Just next time, just go say take sick days, whatever else you need to do. Yeah, I can be a stripper. Nipple time, nipple time. TOS, can't show you that. But you got the whale's joy card, right? So stop swimming down in the deep, dark ocean trying to navigate around everything, all of these problems and worries. You know my wife's card. You know what it means. Well, stop being that whale that keeps sticking down in the same situation. Come up for air and go, I can breathe. Yes, I don't have a job. Yes, I don't know where my next paycheck is coming from. But you know what I do have? Freedom! Okay? And you have to make the right decision that's right for you. But you have to decide whether or not you want to continue to swim in that deep ocean trying to navigate around the things, or do you want to come up for that air, find that joy in your heart, and then go back into the fray, finding a new job. Maybe that makes you even more hungry about finding a job. You're too complacent. You're too in that moment. You're not willing to move or go in a certain direction. That sounds familiar somehow. But you can change it by coming up for that air. And then you go back down into that ocean, and now you don't swim around anything, you swim through it. Become the employee you want, become the boss you want. Hey, you, person of interest out there listening, anybody who's listening, if you don't like the job that you're currently in, you can't find a job, go make the job that you've always wanted to find, because maybe you're the company that people want to be a part of. You know, it's about the communication. It's about how we communicate and what our clear communication issues are. What aren't we giving them? What information aren't we telling them? What aren't we communicating to them to convey the message that I am a hireable employee? I have this kind of skill set. These are the things I'm working on, but I'm willing to grow and change. I'm not just willing to stay stagnant and stay within that round. I want to hear what you have to tell me, what I have to tell you. Like I said, any job that you want to go be a part of, go do your research on that company. Go find out as much as you can before you walk into that interview. Go in with questions. Go within your random thoughts that are the day. How you felt that day. What you woke up in the morning of. You know why you keep getting the Larimer's door card? Be a new girl. You know why you keep getting it? I'm waiting. The Larimer's door card is about putting yourself in a cage you don't want to be in anymore. Does this sound familiar? It's ugly. It hurts. Your back, your brain, your body, your mind, your soul, everything that you don't want is in this cage. Does this sound familiar? You are in a place you don't want to be, doing the things you don't want to do, hoping and praying that you can be let out at any moment. Guess who has the key? You have the key. You have the key in your hot little hand right now. It's called I quit, and walk out the door. I'm not saying to do it. I'm just saying that's what the cards are telling you. I'm saying you have to find your freedom. Either find your freedom there and give yourself the freedom that no matter what happens from this point forward, even if you're fired, who cares if your boss is on your case? Who cares if they don't like your work performance? Okay? Who cares? You're already 1.5 foot out the door anyway. Well, when you get out of this cage, I hope you don't ever go back to a place like this again. And maybe that's why you haven't been able to find a job, because you should keep saying to yourself, I don't want to have a job like this anymore. Okay? And the universe hears that. So it's sending you these no replies from these interview places because guess what? They're not the right place for you. Maybe it's time for you to realize what your freedom really looks like, what freedom of choice actually looks like. Now, I'm not saying today's the day you say, I quit and walk out the door, okay? That's an entirely mundane decision you should actually take some time to consider. Even if it's in the moment, just take a deep breath before you decide to do it and make sure you're ready. No, she doesn't. You you don't you don't she's a person just like you. She has bills to pay just like you. They tell her what to do. Her boss tells her what to do. That boss, unless you're CEO of the company who tells everybody else what to do, okay, then you can start blaming self for everything else. So go to the top of the tower and start saying everything you want to say to that CEO person above that other person, unless that is that person. Well, then you know what? Maybe it's time to go talk to her supervisor about that. Maybe it's not you who needs to be replaced. Maybe it's somebody else. Maybe if you told them that what was going on, they would understand that. Well, then if that didn't work, then what's your only other options? Stay there, keep going, keep plugging away with it, keep going in that general direction, quit, and walk out the door and be free from ever, or try to find and wait for that job interview, get that call to come in. But like I said, take your vacation time. Take any time you have off for a while. Take as much of it as you can right now. Then you're already getting paid for it. If you're not in a country that does that, I'm sorry. I wish you had those kind of opportunities. You have to make the best decision that's right for you, be new girl. I can sit here and tell you what to do, but honestly, it's kind of like it's up to you this time what you're willing to put up with and not put up with anymore. No, you don't. You do not have any work to finish. You know what? You're finished. If you got up out of your desk right now, grabbed all of the stuff that was important to you, walked into your office and called her the all the words you wish you could have said to her speech, doing it in a nice way so that if you do need a further reference from her, you won't be using that one. Okay? Somebody else would have to do your work then, wouldn't they? Exactly. You don't need this job as a reference. You don't need her as a reference. So, can I ask you what's really stopping you from saying goodbye? What is it? What is really stopping you from saying I don't want to be here anymore, and really walking out the door and saying goodbye, everybody? What is there something that keeps stopping you from it? And please be honest. I think I know what it is, but I kind of want to see you type it. And then, lady, we'll get into your reading. Okay? I'm gonna do a cleansing shuffle while I wait for this answer. Yeah. Well, that's the goal, right? That's the goal for all of us when we're hunting for that new job. But I've been in plenty of positions where I got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. And how many times have you been irresponsible? Are you going to stop looking? Are you going to stop working altogether, trying to find a job altogether? Do you have, you know, I'm not calling you dumb or smart. You have to make the best possible choice for you, be new girl. And you're a responsible person, and that's a good thing. So be responsible, do your job as best as you can, and when that manager gives you that crap and all that other stuff, brush off and say, I don't care what you think. I'm going to be out of here soon. You know? So 6 and 22 for a general reading for lady, though. I know you are. I'm just trying to be that supportive friend telling you and reminding you you're making the right choices, you're making the right decisions. Take a deep breath, pause for a moment at your desk today, really look around at why you're still there, and ask yourself if I could If I let's say you get that call tomorrow and they tell you, "Hey, you're hired." Are you out of there that day? Or are you going to give them a 2 weeks kind of a deal? 2 weeks notice. Here we go. I'm out of here. I don't know exactly how it's supposed to work all the time. I'm not. Yeah, well, there you go. All right, lady. Let's get into your reading here because I see your energies are coming up here and I have to go back and see your numbers again. 6 and 22. Okay, 6 and 22 for a general reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 God cards. Right? 6 and what was it? 22, right? 6 and 22. Pretty sure it was 22. Yep, 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. What is your question there, Zeal? Can we do reads? Yeah, you hop in line like everybody else, you get a reading. Okay, hoofty. If you want to read for somebody, go right ahead and you go ahead and have your fun with reading with other people. I don't know what you mean by that, so I guess I need some clarification on that one, I guess. Okay, come on. Okay, I think I got it this time. So, lady, it's time to start to get things started in life again. And part of the energy that I'm feeling for you today and coming for you this week is this is good. I mean, by the end of this month, I think you're going to have a different outlook on life and stuff like that. But there's some passions going on in your life. You might not be recognizing them at this moment because they're starting to stir. That it's kind of like the beginning. You know, when a volcano, you never know when it's going to erupt, kind of a deal, because we haven't quite figured out how to time that correctly. Well, you're like that mountain ready to pop at any moment. When you're ready to let that energy out and put that down into the universe and say, this is what I want to start doing with this energy. I want to do something with everything that I've gotten up to this point because you've been kind of going through life lesson. What energy? That's the energy. You all of you think that this has to be a positive fluffy bunny kind of feeling when we get this energy. No, you're filled with anger. Why are you filled with anger? Because you're done, you're tired, you're ready to blow your top off. When you blow that top off and you really let it go and you let it all out, okay, give me your numbers. And hey, Zeal, I don't do 96 shuffles. I will do 40-second. It's 1 through 10 for shuffles. And then 9 by 6, 960 by 42. I'm not doing 96 shuffles. Ha ha ha. You're funny, ha ha. But you know what this means. When you're ready, you're ready. You pop that top off and that lava starts to flow down onto the life that you don't want anymore, utterly destroying everything in its path. You hope anything that gets in your way gets out of your way because you're coming with a full force, okay? So when you ask me when you're ready to blow that top off and when you're ready to finally give that energy out of you, that's when you will start to cease to be and start to exist as this new person you want yourself to be. when we've blown our top off. We don't know exactly what our journey is going to be sometimes. Sometimes it's that anger. Sometimes it's that resentment. Sometimes it's that frustration. Sometimes it's that feeling stuck feeling or lost feeling that gets us to move in life. Well, anger is a useful tool, guys. I don't want you to think that anger doesn't belong here. Okay, we say that anger, hate, and all of that stuff doesn't belong in the world. I'm sorry, it does. Because without those things, we don't know what the light part of it is. And it's stupid people are stupid people. Were you listening at all just a tiny bit when I was trying to tell Be New Girl something there? You have to exist as a new person. Zeal, I'm going to be ignoring you for a while. You're being weird and silly. I don't know what you're doing there, buddy, but you know what my numbers system is. So unless you're going to be cooperative there, I think you need to go woo somewhere else. But it's how you start to exist in the world and how you start to move to this idea in your head has to form thought. It's like entering the dream time or entering a dream. We don't know what the dream is going to be yet because our subconscious is telling us, hey, these are the things I know I need to work on. These are the things I'm doing well. And that dream comes through, and then subconscious tries to deal with trauma, tries to deal with anger, tries to deal with all that stuff. But then the body and mind and spirit all come into focus there during that time. And that's when manifestation starts to happen. Because now I have left behind those feelings of guilt, resentment, and anger to adopt feeling powerful, feeling loving, feeling like. Yeah, maybe you're smoking a little too much there today, Zeal. I'm all in favor of the high. Go ahead, get as high as you want. I am not gonna sit here and tell you can't do that because damn well sure no you can't do that. You know, it's not always that easy. I'm checking on something real quick here. I'm just answering something real quick here. Okay, but I just got a message, so I wanted to make sure I got it back to him as quickly as possible. Sorry about that, lady. But you know what I'm talking about the exist part. Now we have to start to move into the future, right, lady? Because if we've blown our top off and we've created a new path, now we're becoming someone different and forming that thought. Now we have to embrace the new path and embrace the new path of life again. You know? But the thing you are trying to find is this family feeling of what's going on in life right now. I've kind of explained this card before, but I want to explain it again for you. The blue wolf card is my father's card. So if you have a father figure in your life today that you could go just have a nice long conversation with today, check in with your dads today, guys. It's all important today to check in with your fathers every once in a while. Make sure, even if they're not your birth father figure. Yeah, father figure. I love the song too. But the point of his card is he wasn't irresponsible. He was responsible. I'm not talking about actual father. Hi, my name is Joshua. I'd like to be your father figure for the day. Okay? Whether you listen to me or not, somebody who could be, who's giving you good advice, who's always been there for you, kind of like a dad should be. Okay? Whatever that means to you. It doesn't have to be someone close to you. It can be your mom then. Okay? It's just someone who feels like they could be. If your mom was your dad, okay, you want me to adopt you? Okay, I hereby adopt Lady past Athena and then, well, she's still there with you. She hasn't left you. You think she's leaving you all alone during all of this shit? Well, I didn't know that, but you know what I'm saying? But we are in search of a new pack. My father, he tried to go find other packs he thought he could belong to. And he didn't know where he fit in because he was still trying to fix himself with other people doing it for him, not healing himself and then being a part of those families. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of the stuff you're going through right now is you're healing yourself so that you aren't trying to fix yourself through relationship or people or business or any of that stuff. Okay? But it's about the pack that you want to belong to, the family you want to create. When you call out to the universe and let out all of that anger, emotion, and stuff that you have going out, someone is going to hear that call and say, I can come to help you. And they're going to find their little way into your life. And then their little life is going to mix in with your little life. And it could be the best friend you never had, the best soulmate you've never met, whatever the case may be. But until you can embrace all of that which you have within your life and find the place that you belong, even if that means you have to call out to that family with your howl and make it known that I am here waiting for you. That's what a wolf does. When a wolf is in danger, it howls out in a certain way to call its pack towards it. Because sometimes we are hunting, sometimes we are seeking, protecting other things. Well, maybe it's time to find a pack that you want to make yourself. Not trying to be it. Now, yeah, my dad came back and remarried mom. Great. I'm the happiest kid who has ever lived who grew up to be bad. You know what I'm saying? But it's more about how I'm gonna feel myself in that family aspect. What am I gonna be when I'm there? You don't have to be a follower. You don't have to be the leader. You just have to be a part of it. You don't have to be so concerned with what your role is there. Sometimes your only role is to just be. Hello, Jang. Welcome on in. And then they have other messages for you as well. They've got a 2 God card message as well. Welcome back, Jing. Zila is next in line. B New Girl's third. Jing is fourth. Okay? And it will be your turn in just a second. I just want to know if she wants to see if you want to see your God cards or not there, lady. Do you want to see your God cards? Do you want to see your God cards? So, what are your God cards trying to tell you today? Maybe you need to stop taking a hard path. Maybe you need to start taking a hard path. How determined are you to get to your goals and dreams right now? Are you climbing over hills and valleys to get to where you need to go? Has the journey become difficult and it feels like you're never going to get to the end of it? You know, it's about what path you want to be on. Maybe this path isn't working for you. Maybe it's time to stop trying to climb every hill, every valley to get to where you need to go. Maybe you need to say, oh, you know what? I think this path takes me to the exact same place that will take a little bit longer, but it will be easier for me to handle. I don't know if that's what you need or not. If you need to complete this goal, maybe you need to do this. Maybe you absolutely have to have this in your life. But the only way you're going to get it is keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. That resilient nature, those battle scars, those times when you have to make it through the harshest of winter. We got about 3 inches of snow on Valentine's Day. It's the only time we've gotten snow the entire winter, and it happened on Valentine's Day. Now go give me a little bit of ha ha ha, the universe isn't laughing at me, ha 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 ha. Okay? Because I today have to go out and use my little snowblower to path, not only get out of my house to go get money to get green later, and then I come back. I have to make sure that my pot dude can get in. I don't need to clear a driveway. I just need to clear a path. So it's not like I'm gonna be, bad there. So I gotta just call my bank, let them know I'm gonna go taking out a certain amount of money, and then once I get it out there, why weren't you powered on in the first place? Unless you don't work. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, what are you talking about, Zeal? Zeal, you've been really weird lately. Are you sure you're not too high there, buddy? Zeal? Anyway, Zeal, please give me some real numbers this time. 1 through 10 is the shuffle amount. 1 through 52 is the card number picking amount. Any other numbers than that, I have no clue what's going on. I think he maybe smoked a little too much green or something, maybe. You know, lady, I just think you're kind of going through this reassessment, reevaluation phase right now. And I think you're meant to be going through that. It's just a little bit of space, a little bit of time, a little bit of, hey, you know, what the hell? Give me a second. My computer opened up page on me. Oh, come on. Sorry, guys. New system. Open a window. I wasn't expecting it to open, so I apologize for that. I was plugging my phone back in, and it's like, you have a new device. I know I have a new device. I don't need a device to get up yet. Yeah, I know. I wasn't really there. I'm still waiting for Zeal's actual numbers here. I missed you all too yesterday. I was just in so much pain yesterday, guys. I would have been absolute crap for readings if I had done readings yesterday. I would have been off in like an hour. Really? Well, I consider that a great honor to be a new girl. So I will try to be here every day, but you guys know that I have pain issues. And yeah, and usually I'll put out a message. Like I said, I overslept. I slept to almost 11 o'clock that day. So, kind of a deal. Yeah, I can't be sick. What do you mean I can't be sick? I'm a human. You're just going to have to deal without me for one day. Oh no, you'll have to learn how to live life without me. What will you ever do? Oh dear God, I didn't get my message today. Zeal, this is your second call. I didn't even see the freaking numbers. I said pick numbers, you pick numbers. I'm not doing this today, Zeal. I am not in this mood today. Either you give me your numbers that I've asked you to give me, or tell me you don't want to be in line anymore. Well, I'm sorry. Okay, 0 and 29. Okay, you don't want me to shuffle at all. So I'm going to do a cleansing shuffle. No shuffle. Then we want what card was it? I'm sorry, and I didn't see. 29th card. Okay, we got this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 29th card is on top, and I'm just guessing you want a general. Right, Zeal? Just a general reading for you today? Okay. General reading for Zeal, who's, I think, a little bit toastier than normal. So it is about time that we talked about some things that we are working on right now there, Zeal. On this place that you're trying to find within yourself right now. It seems like the world is crumbling down around you sometimes, but you're actually building it up. You're building your new place where you want to start to live life again. That feels like lost sometimes, but actually it's picking up the pieces and this time saying, do I want this in my life or not? The home card usually pops up when somebody in their life needs to start to work on themselves a lot and that they have to find this place within themselves that feels like a home within themselves, you know? And being at home with oneself and finding out that we've built a good solid foundation of where we want our life to be and who we want ourselves to be. We've created that safety net surrounding those things that we really, really want to protect. We put a roof on top of ourselves to protect ourselves from the outside world we can't control. We try to control it as much as we can, but we know it's going to rain on our roof. Okay? We make sure we have that door so we don't be making no new cages. Okay? We're not making a cell door here. We're making a door that we can come in and go out of at our leisure. Then we have to decide whether or not we want to plant gardens and all that other fun stuff that comes with home ownership. But we do this within ourselves, and that means taking ownership of life again and saying, "This is how I want my life to be, and now what do I have to do to get that?" Excuse me. And they say sometimes they say this. Sometimes you have to go home again, so you have to remind yourself why you didn't want to go home again. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you have to go home to remind yourself just what was most important to you. God darn it! Come on, light. Okay, there we go. And it's about that big picture, Zeal. It's about looking at the situation that you're currently in and saying, does this picture match what I have in my head? Is the place that I am living now match those things that are going on in my life? Has the place that I built, the person I've become, matching what I am doing with my life right now? Is that the full picture of what I'm doing? Do people see that I'm still currently working on some things, that I'm trying to make this the artwork of my life? And that's why it feels like you may not understand me sometimes, but I don't care if you like me or don't like me. My intent is to create the best, beautiful life I can. But I still have a lot of energy I have to get rid of here, Seal. And there's a lot of stuff going on that's kind of bringing you out there, and saying, "Hey, what the hell? What the hell is going on here?" It's about you taking back the control of your life again. You know, and whatever you have yet to extinguish because you leave fires out there that are going to come back and get you. You have to take to spill blood. You have to start making your sword and start hacking and slaying. I hope they're all zombies. Yeah, I know. And that means taking back the control of your life. Sorry, I had a message. But Zio, finding control and having control are two different things. You know, you can have control and spill on purpose full blood, or you can be out of control and hack and slay anything that's in your way and maybe hurt someone in the process. So really start to consider how you choose your words and how you choose your energies because you're asking for, you know, I know you know, I'm just saying, even in war, innocents get hurt. Okay? Even in war, even when you're trying not to harm somebody, sometimes you can harm somebody sometimes. It's not like we don't carry swords around with us all day long every day to keep ourselves protected from people who are jerks and idiots and dumbasses, okay? I mean, don't kill innocents on purpose. No one tries to unless you're a sick fuck like me. Maybe I have a murder room you don't know about. But yeah, I bet you think that. Jessa Terex in the chat. Jessa, Jessa, Jessa. My first original moderator, my first follower, my first everything. Yo, my man, it's good to see you. Ooh, miss you, buddy. And I'm doing this for you. I know you've been busy with your life, and I know you've been doing okay and stuff like that. But I do miss my friend. You know what I'm saying? I do miss my friend a little bit. So I know life is happening. I'm not like, oh no, why hasn't he come forever? I'm sorry. I want you to be here, but I'm not like that kind of weirdo. Uh, yeah, you know what? And I know you are on a different time zone than me too, so that might be part of the other issue. Where did you put the damn cigarette machine now, Joshua? Give me a second. I want to make myself a cigarette, but I don't know where it went to. The cigarette machine went to. Oh, found it. And then my pot dude wants me to come give him money for it. So I'm very invested in going to get the money right now, but I want to finish doing my readings first. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna finish up who's in queue right now, and then I'm probably gonna do probably head out for the day, just because I want to get some stuff done. So I'm probably gonna be having a short stream today, guys. I know I wasn't here yesterday, and I should probably go a little bit longer today, but my pain has still been kind of heavy. And now that I know my pot dude can get here as soon as I have money, guess what I want to go do? I hope you all understand. You know what I'm saying? So whoever's in line right now, if you want to join the queue, this is your last and final chance to join the queue. Last call. Anybody else? Then I'm gonna get through all of these readings. I will close down the queue for at least for now, and then we'll go right out to somebody after all the readings. So if there's anybody else who wants another reading, please let me know right now. Going once, going twice, third, fourth, fifth. Last chance. Okay, close. Yeah, I did too. Yes, I did. I finished yours. You're supposed to take more control over your life and start to do the things that you want to do in your life. I don't do weekends anymore. I stopped doing Saturday because I was pushing myself too hard. I had to give myself a real weekend. So my weekends, I'm not on doing any kind of streams. Monday, yeah, Monday I'll be here. Okay, so let me finish up with you there, Zeal. So we had the home card. Then we had the it was the home card. Shit. Fanning was the top card. That sounds like a great idea there, your bestie. That sounds like a wonderful advice you could give your friend, Always good to take time. What was it? Anger. Nope. 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 I'll know it as soon as I see it. Does anyone remember all the cards? I'm pretty sure I do. Okay. Nope. 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 Home path. Nope. 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 Extinguish. Fanning. Picture. That was it. See? All right, we're going backwards for a tiny bit there. Light Seeker, I'm sorry, did I skip you by mistake or nothing? So it was home path, picture, extinguish, and fanning, if I remember correctly. This looks right to you? Before we move on to Jing's reading, I want to check back in with you, okay, there, Zeal? Because I'm pretty sure this is what I drew for you. And as I was saying, have to find a home within yourself, trying to find a way to build a new place for you to live in, getting the big picture of who you truly are as a person, and understanding that that's a part of what kind of life you want, then extinguishing all those things that you don't need in your life so you leave those fires out, and then taking back that control over your life and controlling the ebbs and flows of your own life. Now, if I've got that wrong, please let me know. If I don't have that wrong, well, then I'd go back and watch the VOD and listen again. Jing, are you here? Okay, well, I'm just double checking to make sure I got everything else in. Okay, good. Give me your numbers, Jing. And Light Seeker's next, and Be New Girl's the last person in the chat now. 10 and 13. I got it. Here we go with your 10 and 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You have 3 God cards today, my friend. And 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I come in peace, shoot to kill, shoot to kill. I come in peace, shoot to kill. Scotty, beam me up. The king goes off the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. The king goes off the starboard bow, ready, aim, fire. All right, let's get into Jing's reading for today. This was a general reading, right, Jing? I didn't see if you had a question. I have to go back in. I don't see a question. Jing, did you have a question? Oh, I don't recall. Yeah, you can get any number of combinations here. So, Jing, let's get into it. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought you were going to tell me, okay? So, I know this is important to you. I know this is something you really want to be doing with life. Maybe it's time to start to honor those ancestors once again. Maybe it's time to honor all of that which you have learned in your history book, in your war chronicle or journal in your life. The ancient card means it is time to start to listen to that deep intuition that you have there, my friend. And that means that we have to start to listen to these intuitional feelings that we're having. It's time to start saying, yes, I trust myself. Yes, it's time to start to trust that I am making the best possible choice I can make right now. Does that mean it will work out that way? I don't know. We have to wait and see. Will this be one of the blocks I add into my life or not? If you don't start to trust yourself and trust that feeling, how will you ever know when you finally reach that spot you've always wanted to be? How will you know how to protect that spot? You have to start to listen to these intuitions that you're having yourself, Jing. When things are starting to feel good in your life and you're starting to make positive moves, you're probably doing it the right way. When things aren't going your way, either you have a lesson to be learned or you're just going through it because that's the way the world works sometimes. Sometimes we're in this free will game time where it's like we all roll the dice on a daily basis of what we'll go through, okay? But you have to start to build and start to build around that which you want to protect. What are you adding? Is it self-confidence that keeps me going? Is it drive, ambition? Is it family? Is it love? Is it money? Is it power? What is it that drives me? Okay? Then why does that drive me? I want to help people. I want to do this, 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 and this, and this. Why does it drive me? Those are blocks we put in our little building wall there. But if we don't communicate what we want in the first place, if we don't listen to those voices in our head, we know what blocks to put down now, but now we're not communicating where those blocks go. Have you ever seen a crew who's never done a building project ever in their lives, like some guy out there who tries to build stuff all the time and make it be the thing it's supposed to be? Okay, I am all crazy. I like to build things. When I was in my youth, I would try to build a bunch of different things. You know? But if you don't communicate effectively with yourself on what is the most important thing for you, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's money, whatever, all the things, whatever your drive is. If you don't listen to those voices telling you you're doing it right, when you finally do get it in your life and it's there, you won't know how to use it because you didn't build up around that to keep it safe. And then you didn't communicate effectively what you wanted to do with it after you had it. Because the only thing you're heading for is this crystallizing in fear motion again. You know, we don't want you to go back into the same old box you put yourself in time and time again. We don't want to see you in this crystallized position. We're trying to warn you that the more defensive you are, the more resistant you are to this change, the harder it's going to be on you. We allow winter comes once a year, whether you're in a place where you feel winter or not. It gets colder once a year somewhere in your world, okay? And whether or not you crystallize in fear or not, it's all about that becoming so paralyzed, so afraid, so trapped, so I'm going to stay right here in this little box right now, and nothing else but this box is safe. You know what I'm saying? Daggers! Don't come near me! Mega energy, guards around it, making sure I'm safe, all of that fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't crystallize yourself in fear and let that be the legacy that you leave. Because right now, they're trying to make you go through all of these things right now. Why you're going to be, what's coming for you? Well, coming for you is a time to listen to yourself, trying to trust your guides. They're trying to work through you. They want you to communicate with them rather than you going to whoever else to go get whatever information you need to get. If we had a direct line to what we needed to know, we wouldn't have so many questions, right? You wish. But we have to build around what we want to keep ourselves safe. We have to communicate effectively, physically, mentally, and spiritually, what blocks need to go where, how to listen to when they're right. That way I don't crystallize myself in fear. Let's get to those God cards should you want them today. 3 God cards. Do you want to see your God cards today, Jing? So, whatever question else you've been having in your mind, try to look at it this way. Today, all the puzzle pieces aren't just broken mirror pieces. If you look at all of those pieces, even if they're broken, together they do see an image that shows you who you truly are. If you smoothed all of those glass pieces out and filled them in with laminate, you'd have a very pretty cracked mirror. Okay? But you have to start to see what truly you are reflecting back onto yourself right now. And what you are putting out there is being sent back to you and showing you who you are. Embrace that which you can, love that which you can, and love all of that which you are. Either good, the bads, the uglies, and everything in between. Because the only path that could be before you right now, once we're done in this warm embrace, is cutting through the reeds of fear once again and saying, now I have to choose a new path, one I forge for me, one I do for my own path. Do I know where it's going? Have I got a clue? No. You know what? I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to keep going forward until I do know what I want. And finding that unseen path within myself. Maybe I create something a little bit challenging for myself, but still make goals. And I'm going to get over this thing that keeps getting in my way of doing all the things I really want to do. So that's your reading for today, Jing. Light Seeker, it is your turn for your reading today, Light Seeker. Light Seeker, calling Light Seeker to the stage. Light Seeker, Light Seeker, Light Seeker. Nope, it's in the other room. Well, you're here now, so give me your numbers. We'll get that all done. We'll do Be New Girls reading. We'll read right into someone's channel. I'm going to go get money for weed. I will come back tomorrow. And then when I come back tomorrow, I will be higher than a kite. We'll have a 420 day. All right, here is your cleansing shuffle, Light Seeker. You're the last one on the list, Be New Girl. You've had 2 readings so far. Don't be greedy. God, give everyone else a chance, would you please? Yep, higher than a kite, my friend. You're right. Later today, I will be getting higher than a kite, my friend. I was, like I said, I try to use my money for good things here, okay? I still got a lot of things that I'm worried about. Yeah, I probably have a 420. It will be 420 unknown tomorrow, okay? If I get green today, tomorrow will be 420 days. So just to warn you guys there. So Light Seeker, you had 2 and, what was it? 2 and something. I've got to go back and read the Doom chat. Be New Girl, it's your turn next. Hey, Demi, how's it going? God damn fucking mouse. You're welcome. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. My alerts are not working right now, guys. I didn't have time to set up all of my alerts, so it's going to be a while before I get the alerts back on. I thought I did something that would transition all of that. So welcome on in, my friend. And I have to go back to see what the heck is going on here because I don't remember what I was supposed to be doing. 2 and 11. Thank you. Here are your 2 official shuffles. 1, 2. Yes, my cam did change. My whole system changed. Yep, sure did. You got a brand new camera, brand new system. I am now on PC. Oh, sorry, you tagged the wrong person. You can untag me then, I guess. Okay. Um, and it was 2 and it was 11, I believe. 2 and 11, 2 and 11, 2 and 11. Okay, we did the 2, and here comes the 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the 11th card. And Be New Girl, you are the last one in the queue. I don't know if you meant to exit or I accidentally got your turn. Yeah, I thought it was your turn. I accidentally put you back out there. It's your turn after this one, okay? And then when it's your turn, we'll get that too. Okay, here is your reading for today, Light Seeker. Can you please re-put your question again? If you got a question, Light Seeker, I got to get back to chat here, guys. Now I understand why people have to catch up on chat sometimes. Oh, okay. Well then, here is your general reading for today, my friend, Light Seeker. Coffee, 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 coffee. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Will you stop doing that? Okay, there are a couple of things I do not like about this new computer. I hit the wrong thing, and it does all this weird stuff on me. So, Lightseeker, changes are coming. We've been asking for a change. Guess what's coming? Change. It is time to let it go, my friend. I know you've been hoarding and hanging on to this feeling for a while, and you think that without it, you won't be who you are. And it means that there has to be a death that has to happen in life. In order for us to live a brand new reincarnated life, we must first go through death. And I'm not talking about actual death here, I'm talking about change. One thing has to die in life for another thing to be born. We have to go through this process of losing sometimes so that one day we can earn or gain our future. Why are you going through all of this crazy stuff right now, Lightseeker? Because there's a part of you that has been ready to do this for a while. Now the only thing left to do is dig the grave in that freshly tilled dirt. But we're not just planting anybody there. We're going to plant the new seeds that we're going to start to grow in that dirt. That means even though we have died and become ash once again and rejoined the earth and becoming that earth, not only do we re-fertilize it, we re-energize it, but we get to start brand new all over again by finding out the one physical thing we can do better for ourselves, a mental thing we can do better for ourselves, and a spiritual thing we can do better for ourselves. Putting those seeds into the ground and working on those three little things. Watching them grow and become something better. Choosing an easier path this time. Yes, it means tilling. Then it means planting. Then it means watering and making sure it gets enough sun. Then it makes patience, 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 patience. Every stage is another goal. Every stage is another victory. You know why you're going through all of this? Because it's time to rain down on your life and make those things grow. We have to allow ourselves this emotional freedom, even if it's joyful freedom, sorrowful freedom, lost freedom, found freedom. You know, it's about what we do as people. And what we do is we try to find ways to make our lives grow. But we keep it all bottled in sometimes there, Lightseeker. It's not like you have a lot to unbottle here. We just need to let little trickles of rain out every once in a while to relieve that little bit of pressure so that we can let that all go back down into that earth, soak up with all of those seeds, all of that which we have learned, so that we can grow and to become better things than we were before. So that's basically what your reading is saying. It's time to let out those emotions, but you get to decide whether you are going to let yourself be the sky in this picture or the rain in this picture. Because you are the sky in this picture. You are not the rain. The rain is what happens to you or what you let happen to you. You get to control that sky. Yeah, I know you understand. I'm just making a point. For my last and final reading of the day, and then my computer can go screw itself because it's being temperamental at best right now. Every time I bump the table, it tries to reload my damn phone back in there again, you know? All right, Be New Girl, if you're still here, which I know you are, your third and last final reading, you wanted to know about the second interview job, but I still want to know the numbers again, because there you go. Here are your 7 official shuffles after I do this cleansing shuffle here. Cleansing shuffle. Cleansing shuffle. Here are your 7 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. One God card message. One God card message 2. So, second interview process. Like I told you in your first reading, that it would be coming by Wednesday next week for sure. How you choose to donate your time till then is up to you. Okay, I'm not saying you're getting the job here. I'm saying right now, 85% chance. Okay, 85% chance. It keeps going up a little bit, but like I said, it's about how we're going to use the time we have and donate it back to self again. That means we are going to be giving back to ourselves what we actually needed so that we can start to spend it on what we want. So that's what the donation card is all about. You give back to yourself, become a healthier, beautiful person because you say you deserve better, and then you go get better, because you go spend that money on the things that you want to have in your life by planting, and you go out and you buy yourself a new pack of freshly made seeds, okay? And what you're planting in the ground is going to determine your future. So we've got a couple interviews, right? What did you just say during that interview? Did you plant that seed of hope? Did you plant that seed of, oh my dear God, will you please stop? Sorry, my new computer giving me issues. And that means, yeah, you are doing that, right? So we're planting and sowing those seeds. Those seeds take time to grow. Unfortunately, your seeds are taking a little bit longer to grow than most people's seeds. It's not anything you're doing wrong or anything you're doing extra bad. I don't think it's your interview style. I think it's free will game time. There's just way too much competition out there. And right now, there's someone who's always going to be just that little bit better than you are, and you have to be better than everybody else, or at least have something in your wheelhouse that makes them want you more than everybody else. But you have the Willow card. Now, the Willow card means choosing your own destiny and carving it into your path, knowing you will be okay. So even if you were to do whatever you want to do, whether it's stay, quit, go, whatever, you're going to be okay because now you're going to have determination to forge that path forward. When I got my message under this willow tree that told me I was going to be okay, I thought for a while, how does it know that life is going to be okay? What does okay mean to me? I really asked myself those questions. An 8-year-old boy started asking philosophical questions because now I have all of these other answers I don't know the words to. You know what I'm saying? When your head is filled with all the information you don't know how to sort out, it's kind of like having the first time we all logged onto the internet when we were back in my day for the first time. Okay? And it meant I had to believe in the dream. I had to believe in that dream I got under that willow tree. It was my belief in that dream that manifested it into reality. Just like what you're doing with the job thingy, okay? You are manifesting it into reality. Manifestation sometimes takes time. So always try to think, I've already got the job. I'm already going to be employed. I'm just waiting for them to call me to let me know for sure. That's all I'm waiting for is I'm for sure call. If I haven't received it within a week or two, I need to move it on to a better thing, to another part of the position. The last job you had, extinguished, gone. Move it out of your wheelhouse. Every job that you've had up to this point, they're not going to call you back. Sorry, it's going to be somebody else's day. Okay? But you have to allow those things to extinguish out there and let them go so that you can concentrate on the one that's right in front of you. The next one, this one, whatever one comes next, Every challenge that you meet, every time you go forward and start to focus on what's actually important, the universe hears that and tries to focus everything in. People think it takes seconds for these things to happen. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Manifestation is a tricky thing, you know. It took me 50 years to get everything I wanted, okay? Actually, if you take 50 minus 48, okay, well, there you go. 42 years, ha ha ha, okay. But I think this is what you really need to hear today. I don't know what this is yet, but I think this is something you need to hear. I think it's going to kind of kick ass a little bit. Let's see. Be new, girl. You've not only got my father's card in your deck and my mother's card in your deck today, and I'm going to blow past her whole story and just tell you the 3 things you really need to hear. Number 1, you have the power. Say it with me. You have the power. I have the power. You are loved by more people than you could ever possibly imagine. I am loved. Number 3, carve your own goddamn destiny. Would you already stop asking for permission and just do it? Pew 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 pew. And don't let yourself try to heal everybody else but yourself doing it. Give in to your creative. Give in to the dream. Give in to what's important to you. Exactly. The only one stopping you from the destiny you want is you. I can't do it for you. If it were up to me, be new girl, I'd be jumping in your body right now, gathering my shit, walking out the door and saying, I will find a job in a week. That's what I said to myself. Quit a Taco Bell job, checked myself into a mental hospital, spent a week there, got out, took a couple more weeks to get back to normal, found a job a week later because I was ready to find a job later. Went to become a bus driver. You know, and it's not like, you know, okay, I'm going to tell you this last story, okay, and I want you to hear me, especially you, be new girl, okay. I was a manager at a Taco Bell. I thought I was doing pretty good there. I thought maybe I was going to be working on becoming an assistant manager. It's not like I haven't been an assistant manager in a couple other positions before, okay? I thought maybe I was ready to become an assistant manager, which I was. So they sent me to school or training to go learn how to be an assistant manager. Now, they were very book oriented. I am not a book oriented kind of learning person. You tell me to read out of a book, I will get it, but I learn better if someone shows me how to do it. So sitting down with me at a computer, actually showing me how to do something, I learn better than reading it out of a book and going, you know, kind of a deal. But this was my first year of marriage. Just got married, just got a new house. My wife has a well-paying job. I have a well-paying job. You think life would be pretty good, right? Right? No, my depressions and my anxieties kicked into high gear because what do you do when you're afraid to lose the thing you just got? You do whatever it takes to keep it, right? Well, that's basically what I did. I went into honey badger. I'm going to keep this no matter what position. My manager came to me and said, my wife is pregnant. I plan on going on sabbatical for a couple of weeks. While I go through that, you know, you're allowed a certain amount of time to go do that and be with that person. And I thought that person was coming back to help be me. Nope, they quit in the middle of their time off they gave themselves enough time to go find another job. They used pregnancy as a way to go find a job and still get paid for it. So trust me, there are ways to. So I don't know if you have a wife you would like to get pregnant or anytime soon, but maybe that would be like, you know. But during that time, I had gotten it in my head that I'm responsible for this place now because now I'm the store manager, not an assistant manager. Not ready for store management here. Okay, I have never been a store manager. I have never run an entire place on my own. I've been in a managing position, I've been assistant manager position, but never a manager of all of everything before. So you can imagine with my very big stress and anxiety issues, uncontrolled chemical thing that goes on in my head, plus my own self-doubt, fear, and anxiety, plus the anxiety, pain, and hurt of thinking I'm going to lose my new wife, my new home, my new everything. So I start working. I start overworking. I start going in early. I start doing things that's against food safety protocol so I can be set up for what? An 8-hour shift. So I go in 3 to 4 hours early to get things organized, get everything ready. And then when people walk in the door, everything's ready to go. Well, kind of. Shouldn't be, but was, you know. You're supposed to start setting up early in the mornings, not like 2 or 3 hours before everything's supposed to be ready. By the time I got done with everything, pretty much everything was starting to expire as far as safety, food safety things can go. But I wasn't bad. I made sure it was in the safety margins. I did make sure that I didn't do things too early on certain things because they didn't take that long to do. Things like your meat cooking in a little thing, you can set that up a couple. It takes a while to heat that meat up and stuff like that and all that stuff. But I let it get into my head. You know what I'm saying? And I kept working and overworking myself and pushing myself and pushing myself and pushing myself until one day I couldn't take it anymore. Took a knife out of the fucking safety gear thingy, that the little wood block thingy, held it up to my throat and said, "I'm done with this shit." Started to slice my throat open. See this little thing right there? Slide the knife across my throat because I was officially done with life. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't be the person I thought I had to be. So some person, I don't know who, saw this and called somebody. Thank the gods. Then I was calling my wife about the same time saying, I can't do this anymore. I'm about to kill myself at this job because I can't stand it any longer. Called an ambulance, had them come get me, put a manager in charge, and did the appropriate things by calling my store manager and all of that stuff. And then I went to the mental hospital for a week. And I was, like I said, I should have been the happiest person in the entire world. Best paying job, best home, best everything. And guess what? That's what happened to me. Okay? That day was the last day I ever worked at Taco Bell. I never went back after that because they paid for my mental health. They paid for all of that. And then I went to counseling for a year after that as well. And I claimed workers' compensation on it because they drove me into a mental state. I qualified for that shit. I got every last dime out of those bastards. I took vacation time. I didn't even take time to find a job. I just said, I'm out of here. I can't do this to myself anymore. Bye. Leave you. Fuck you. I don't care what happens to the damn store. It's not my responsibility anymore. Why do I care? You know what I'm saying? So, all right, guys, we're going to start looking for a friend to go say hi to. And after that, we're going to read out to that person here as soon as my damn mouse likes me again. Okay. Oops, not that one. Come on. I hope Mikey's on today. Let's find out, huh? Okay. So, depending on who's out there right now, nope, not on. Okay, I gotta go find somebody else to go raid today. Give me a second. Opening the old Twitchy app. Because I usually do this as I'm starting to go down here. Try to find someone we can go say hi to that may need some love. At least someone we can go. Well, you know what? We're going to take you to the advisor. He's a 420 content creator, and I was showing him love earlier. So we're going to go show him more mad love. He is a gamer, but he's a talk show gamer. He likes to support community. He likes to, you know, help people. He's a fun, chill kind of vibe. So I don't expect you guys to to do everything there for him, and stuff like that. But just spend 5 minutes of your time here. We're gonna go say hi to the advisor. He's a good friend of mine, and I really want to see the happy joy raid message here as we go on in to see him today. Okay, so give me a second here, guys. So we're gonna start getting ready to raid out. We're gonna go say hi to the raid master himself, the Mister the Advisor. Go show him some mad love today for me today. Just give him 5 minutes of your time. That's all I'm asking for. If you don't like him after that, go and do whatever you need to go do. If you need to go take self-care today, if you need to go do something good for yourself today, if you need to take a stand and say no more, no more, no more, that's what you need to do. Right? So now I've got a couple phone calls to make. We're going to be copying this raid message and posting it in there. Well, that I'm sorry that you don't like the people I've sent you to. Guidance was the last person I rated out to. You didn't like guidance, and why are we so mean today, there, Zeal? You're not usually this mean. So we're gonna go say hi to the advisor. We're gonna go throw him some mad love. I expect you all to just go say hi. Tell him that you came from my stream and let him know how much he's appreciated. Give him 5 to 10 minutes of your time. If you don't like him, you don't ever have to go back to him ever again. So let's shout him out. And then we're gonna start our raid. All right, guys, we're gonna go. Take up. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Love you guys very much. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you tomorrow. 420 day. Woohoo! It's time to get things started. It's time to get things right. It's time to get things started.